Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today we're going to speak about Google Dorks. Those things are simple keywords that power Google users use to do an advanced search and get to the right results directly and as fast as possible. You may not know how much helpful they are until you discover them out. Hackers mostly use those keywords. You may have heard of the term Google hacking, didn't you? It doesn't mean you hack websites with Google, but Google's crawling capabilities are just awesome. They index everything within your website, including your sensitive information. Of course, there are ways to prevent this by putting your directories that you don't want to be indexed in robot.txt. But unfortunately, a lot of people may forget that or may not even know where the sensitive information are. You as hacker try to find sensitive information using Google's powerful search engine. Then you use those information to hack the target system. Now, what about the structure? Of course, today we're going to use hackingarticles.n. This is a really good articles website for hacking. Now, let's talk about the structure. The structure of those dorks is just a word followed by a colon and your preferred word to use. Let's start with this entitled. Entitled dork uses to get results that contain your preferred word in their title. Now, it's not 100% accurate because sometimes it shows pages that don't have that specific word in their title for being accurate. So for being accurate, you can use all in title, which we'll discover out later. Now I will try to use this in title. Now, as you can see here, in title and colon and hacking articles shows all the results that contain the word hacking articles in the title of them. For example, in title, pen testing, as you can see here, pen test, and we actually wrote pen testing, but it shows us pen test. That's why I said it is not accurate. Pen testing here, pen tester, pen tester, pen testing. As you can see, all of those results have the pen testing title in them. Now let's move to in URL. As the name says, it will give you results that contain your preferred word in their URL. For example, we can do in URL index.php. As you can see here, if you enter this website here, php.net, you can find that in the URL there is index.php. So that's the reason, or this is a really good one. We use it most of the time when we do Google hacking. Now, related. This gives you the results which are related to your word. For example, if you give the word pen test, it will give you all the pages related to pen testing. The thing that is much useful here is that you can put a URL of a website and it will give you the websites that are related to that website or have the same business. Like you can put, for example, let's try Google. Related https://www.google.com, and as you can see, it gives you Bing and Yahoo, which are two other search engines. Now, all in text. This will give you all pages that contain your word in their text. It will not include any results that doesn't contain this word at all. So, all in text. For example, pen testing. As you can see, you will always find pen testing in this description. You will always find this word, pen testing. Now there is another dork here which is in text, and it is not as accurate as all in text. So if you want to have accurate results, use the first one, pen test. Okay. Now let's move to the other one, cache. This keyword gives you the page of the cached version of another page. Google spiders are browsing the web all the time. When they see a page for the first time, or if they see that a page was modified, they cache it or save a cached version of the page in Google's servers so that clients can check what was there in that page before it was removed. You can put the dork cache and pass a URL to it. Let me show you here. Cache HTTP. For example, let's see this URL here. As you can see, it gives me another page entirely different, and an error code was showing the error page. And this may be something that is an error of Google, or maybe that the page we requested a cache for had this kind of error in the past. So it was cached here. And we use this to, if a website was down and we want to check its content before it was down, we use this cache to define. This is used for defining a word. An example is pen test here, and it gives the definition of that word. Let me show you. Define pen test. As you can see, it gives me here the definition of this pen test. What is a penetration test? Let's move to the link here. This gives you all the pages that contains links to the preferred page you selected. Hackers use this one for knowing if any other websites have a direct relationship with the target website, because they may have the same functionality, the same frameworks or technologies, but a bad security. You got what I mean. For example, link here, you can see which pages are pointing to Google, and there must be a lot. Look at this number. As you can see, all those pages here are pointing to www.google.com. If you open those pages, you will find a link, at least one link that leads to www.google.com. All entitled. This is the Google Dork we spoke about before. It's used to give results that contains your word in their title, and it is 100% accurate. It will never show a result if it doesn't contain your exact preferred word in its title. File type. This is used for finding the exact file type you specify it. All the results will be in the form you mentioned. You may want to only search for PDF documents that are talking about pen testing, so you can use this search query. File type PDF pen testing. So I want to get all the PDF documents that has something that are related to pen testing. So if you can see this icon here, this text shows that this document is a PDF, and all of them are PDFs. You may want to only get results from a specific website. In that case, you will use the Google Dorks site https, or let's just do google.com, and let's write pen testing here. So all those results are in google.com. See, pen testing method based on backtrack and so on. Now there's also this website I mentioned in another video before. It's called exploitdb. This is the one. This is a database that was made by Offensive Security, where hackers post their crafted Google Dorks to search for low security endpoints, sensitive information, publicly accessible pages that shouldn't be, like admin dashboards, cameras, and so on. All of this is expected to be used in a legal way. It is used by red teamers or penetration testers to inform the client that his security policies are not appropriate, and he should change them to stay safe. Those techniques shouldn't be used in any illegal activity, I warn you. I think that this is enough for today. There are, of course, other Google Dorks and techniques you can discover out yourself. Thank you for watching. Leave a like. And if you're watching from Facebook group, invite your friends to join so we can continue posting this kind of videos. Have a great day.